I don't know why that was delayed. What's going on, guys? Good to see all of you. All right, before we get into it, I got my man Yeti out back. He's going to walk us through everything here. But again, nothing against NEXA, nothing against Pigeoncoin. This is just pure, guess for entertainment purposes only, and make sure everybody's safe. We're just going to check out the wallets, make sure they're good, kind of go through what these two coins are actually about for the most part, and pretty much troll Retro Mike with this whole Pigeon thing. So without further ado, let's get my man Yeti up here and say hello. What is going on, Mr. Yeti?
How you doing?
Good, man. Good. So what is new, man? How's your day today?
Actually, surprisingly all right.
That's
So it's a change.
awesome. Awesome, man. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat, and then we'll dive into like NEXA first. We'll go from there. Retro Mike said, new coins, question mark. WTF, you been since 2018. What are you talking about? You talking about Pigeoncoin? I don't know how long that thing's been around. I don't really care, to be honest.
It's been around a while.
Man, it is just a, yeah, I don't know. You talked us into it, I guess. All right, let's see. So, Dan Ruggs Ledger, what's up? Good to see you, buddies. The Pirate, Chadwick's Racing, Joker Mino, Kyle Rosa, Techman Ty. I'm glad Retro Mike's here. Thanks for being here, buddy. Automatic Beats, my man, Dan R, Carl Coat. Let's see. Chris GTR, what's up, buddy? Kyle Rosa, Sadie, sometimes. Good to see you. Matt Electron, my man. Good to see you as well. And Steven Cicero. I don't know if I already said that. But anyways, all right. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I guess we're going to start off with NEXA. Just kind of for anybody that doesn't really know what it is. A digital economy with capacity for all. That's what they claim, right? This is their homepage. I do have all the links to in the description below for their websites. They do have a new video that wasn't here the last time I went on this. I don't know how long it's actually been here, but it's 1 minute and 47 seconds long. So let's watch this quick and just kind of see what Nex is overall about, I guess, right? And then we can just go from there with Yeti's, findings and all that stuff. So let's, without further ado, let's get into it.
NEXA, the first global-scale decentralized blockchain ever built. But how does it achieve this supposedly impossible feat, and all on layer 1? NEXA solves something called the blockchain scaling trilemma, a term coined by Vitalik Buterin, founder of Ethereum. It states that you only get to choose 2 of these 3 properties in a blockchain: scalability, decentralization, and security. Incredibly, NEXA has all 3 properties and does this all on layer 1. NEXA achieves global scale capacity by leveraging a revolutionary new proof-of-work algorithm to incentivize the creation of hardware that removes the scaling bottlenecks. By utilizing this powerful hardware, NEXA has the ability to scale to global usage of over 100,000 TPS. NEXA is made permissionless and decentralized by using a distributed network of independent nodes. This ensures no single entity or government can censor your payments. Additionally, NEXA is completely open source and transparent. Anyone can review and contribute to the project and view the public ledger. The network is secured via proof-of-work mining, where participants compete with computing power to earn the right to add a new block of transactions to the ledger and receive a reward in return. This ensures that the network is resistant to attacks and transactions cannot be censored. Not only does NEXA achieve global scale capacity, but it also has other tricks up its sleeve. NEXA has advanced and efficient smart contracts, and tokens and NFTs can even be launched directly on the base layer. Come and join us building a truly open and connected financial future for all.
That was actually a really good video. I'm kind of shocked. Well, I guess that pretty much sums up what Nex is looking for. I guess solving that trilemma, right? Where it's secure, fast, and decentralized, right? Is that the 3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken? All right, Yeti. So I guess without further ado, we'll just hand it over to you, and you can take it away. Let us know what's going on.
So as normal, it's all sat in a VM running. It's been checked over constantly. As you can see, my notes are up on screen at the moment. The good news is that from a security point, this one here is NEXA's virus scan. So the really cool thing is come back with 0.
Okay. Awesome.
Which is awesome. I dug around in their code quite extensively. Like I say, their wallet is basic, shall we say. It's a basic core wallet. I haven't really done much in the way of tweaks other than the appropriate Qt wallet updates that, you know, properly secure what it does. Yeah, like we did though have the only thing that I did find, and that was more yesterday that we found this rather than during the security audit.
Yep.
Was there is some flakiness with their backup and restore system. We had to basically manually copy in the wallet.dat file into its location for it to even pull the data out of the wallet. So that could just be as simple as a couple of lines of code fix that they need to do to make sure that wallet backup and restore works completely, flawlessly.
So yeah, that was yesterday on my wallet. So I have SSD for anybody that doesn't know, that just has all my core wallets on it. And I took that, plugged it in, and I wanted Yeti to show me how to put it on the SSD properly. He does it like a separate way where he like kind of puts all the blockchain information in one spot, and the core wallet, you know, Qt that you click on to open it up in like the front page. So it's kind of neat. So I wanted him to go over that with me again, but some wallets are different. So it's kind of, I don't know if it's worth doing a video on.
Show you that right now, actually. I've got it set up on here the same way. So for example, this is what you're talking about, where you've got a blockchain folder, and what it allows you to do is store not only the wallet, but all the blockchain data as well, so that when you come back and run it again, as long as the paths are all correct, so you're plugging it into the same device, and it gets the same drive letter and stuff like that, then it will just carry on from where it was before.
Right.
So it makes it a lot easier.
Right. So I was like, hey, can you show me how we did that again? Because I was trying to get the Dynex wallet situated on that same SSD now that I knew that Dynex was safe because he ran the scans on it. So we did all that, and I was like, all right, let me check out my NEXA wallet. I want to see if, you know, it's all there correctly. So I opened it up, and it just says 0. I'm like, oh, God damn it. What the hell did I do? I'm like, all right, so where's my million NEXA? Because I mined it for like a day way back, and yeah, it's just chilling there. So I'm like, all right, now I can't find it. So Yeti ended up finding out that the .dat file needed to be put into, what was the folder that it goes into in the Windows?
So if the NEXA wallet's ever been run or installed once, it's locked in. It will never ask you for that location again, right?
Right.
So what we found with yours is that it was in the user's profile area under the roaming profile part. So for example, if you do %local app data % and go up one level, you'll see a roaming folder, and in there was a folder called NEXA. And what we did was just basically shut down your NEXA wallet, copy over the wallet.dat file into that folder, overwrite the new wallet.dat that had been created, and yeah, away you go.
Right. Yeah. So that's, we basically just swapped it out, and then we opened it up and it worked perfect. I was like, God damn you. Like it's like so simple to him, but like for me, I would have never figured that out. I would have just like ate the loss. You know what I mean? But I don't know, whatever. So that's a good thing to know. Anyways, if you guys have issues recovering your wallet, if you do move it to a different PC or something, just let us know. And we can walk you through how to get it if that's like, you know, a thing, but hopefully they fix it. NEXA needs to definitely do something about that. All right, let me pull this back up. All right, so what else do you have in your notes here about NEXA overall, I guess?
So the really good thing is that along with all my normal scans, like the Wireshark, checking net stats to make sure that there's nothing connected out that shouldn't be, the really good news is the only thing that Wireshark was showing is literally the connections to their nodes. There's no background connectivity other than, well, 443 is outbound, but that is connecting to their block explorer. So when you click a transaction, you can obviously directly go to a block explorer page for that transaction. That's what it's checking, so that it can actually verify whether it's actually cleared or not.
Okay.
So yeah, the only bit that's annoying, again, another wallet that binds to every network card that you've got, regardless. It just binds to 0.0.0.0.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit annoying. I would love to see them put a little bit of effort in and just lock it down to an active connection, but I get why most people do it. It just makes life easier and quicker for them to code. But yeah, so the one bit that I was very happy about and I could see in the code was the Qt wallet hotfixes. So we've come across a couple of Kapow ones, right? Chlore AI and Game Pass. Both of those still had unpatched Qt wallet updates that needed to be done. Now, that could be that just the next version that they release will have those wallet fixes. They might not have just got around to implementing them yet, but it's always worth to remember that, you know, patches like that for something as important as that should really be rolled out relatively quick.
Okay.
So, but yeah, other than that, it's very extreme, you know, extreme clean code, documented well. I even had a bit of a dig around in the actual algorithm itself. It was very cleanly coded.
That's awesome. I'm glad that like it's going in the right direction, I guess. Because like at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was a total shit coin. I'm like, oh man, like what is this doing? I haven't I'm still not mining it. I'm not really interested too much in Nexa. It's at the end of the day, everything's a shit coin until it's not, at least in my opinion.
I mean, I would like to see a white paper from them. That was one thing that wasn't on their website. They've got a roadmap and their ecosystem page sort of highlights what they do. So, I mean, if you read between the lines and blur the two pages together, I mean, technically they've got a mini white paper, but that's a stretch. I would like to understand a little bit more of what makes them different from, you know, say Ethereum, because what I was hearing in that video sounded very Ethereum.
Right, except for the fees. Apparently, it says with just a 1 cent fee and 100,000 transactions per second, miners would have 8.6 million in fees up for grabs every day. That's damn. 8.6 million. What?
Yeah, and obviously it's all backed by the Bitcoin Unlimited team.
Right, right.
So I believe though they're also responsible for Bitcoin Cash, I believe.
Yeah, what's man? Did you find anything out about that?
Behind Bitcoin Cash.
So were they like old devs or like what was the deal there? Does anybody know? Anybody in the chat?
I couldn't find out much. Obviously, I looked on the Bitcoin Unlimited website. It's a bit sparse. Yeah, Fully Electric says BCH. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah, that's what I read in this thing too. I think when it first came out, it had something about it like pretty clear as day.
I mean, the NEXA PAL is actually SHA-256, which is Bitcoin Cash, but with a tweak, obviously, to make sure it's GPU compliant and all the benefits of what Ethereum have effectively done. Because I believe it uses a slightly different way of doing their smart contracts. They don't call them smart contracts; they call them wise contracts.
Okay.
Not quite sure exactly what makes them wise, other than they do allude to that there's some, you know, high-end background like stuff that they do that makes it, you know, wiser than an average day smart contract.
You didn't find anything about a mobile wallet, did you?
I didn't test their mobile wallet.
Do they have it out yet? Do you know?
I believe there's a beta going around, but I didn't see anything when I went on downloading their wallet. I didn't see anything for a native wallet. Right. I mean, I don't know if any other mobile wallet supports them yet.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's on the roadmap for this year, so maybe. That would be one thing I would really like to see, though. A better wallet. I mean, the core wallets are okay, but man, they're just like, it's such a risk, I feel like. But at the same time, they're all freaking risky.
Tech now.
Yeah.
That's the downside, is realistically, there needs to be somebody that comes along that builds, you know, a replacement core wallet that's more up to date with the latest technologies. And you'd probably find that more people would be okay with actually running a core wallet.
Yeah, right. I mean, it is it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of confusing, I guess, for a newbie, but at the same time, it's I don't know, it's not, it could be worse, I guess, right? At the end of the day. All right, so that's pretty much it for your notes all around, I guess. Mining
Yeah, I
guides are available
mean,
on their website. Yeah.
the really cool bit is their block time seems to be relatively quick. Every 2 minutes, I believe that's well within Ethereum's numbers of block times. They say that there'll be a maximum supply of 21 trillion, which
That's so
they
many.
reckon will be about 140 years before it's all mined. So
How much was it? 140 trillion? So you said?
so 140 years, 21
Oh,
trillion.
sorry, 21 trillion. Oh, duh, it says it right here, literally.
So yeah,
21
so it
trillion in
take about
140 years.
140 years.
Interesting.
That's based on a total block time of every 2 minutes at the moment, which I would guess that given that they're looking at trying to build that full triangle out, they're going to need to be faster than every 2 minutes.
720 blocks per day,
Yeah,
7.2 billion Nexa emitted daily.
yeah,
What? That's so much.
yeah.
How is that not going to get
That's
there
Ethereum
faster?
levels of like output.
I guess that does sound about
But
right, but
if
that's Jesus.
the question is 2 minute block times fast enough if you're trying to build a transactional based solution to replace financing stuff? I don't think it is.
How fast is Caspa, do you know?
Every, I believe, 1 second at the moment,
All right, yeah, it's stupid fast.
between 1
2
and
minutes,
1.5
Jesus.
seconds of block time. And they want to obviously scale that up to 32 blocks a second. So, I mean, that then pushes Casper into a realm of I don't think there is a blockchain out there that quick.
No, and that's
So,
the thing Caspa's really got going for it. I mean, even though these ASICs are going to be coming out destroying the network, I don't know.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Casper's more for me as a long-term look at that one because, you know, it has the potential.
right, yeah, no,
Similar
for
with
sure.
NEXA, really. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with where they are at the moment. There's still a lot to be done and a lot to be asked, like, of the network because they don't have a huge proportion of hash rate and they don't have huge numbers using it yet. You know, as they grow, that's where whether or not their idea of their network will either work or it won't, or they'll have to adapt.
Right.
You know, Ethereum had to do it. Ethereum had to do it a number of times, had to adapt their network
Right.
as they were growing. So, you know, Bitcoin's done the same. It evolves. I just hope that that Nexa will evolve as they find things that are wrong, rather than what some do, which is just go stagnant.
Yeah, no, good point. Good point. I'm trying to I can't find dark mode on this CoinGecko for
On the
some
Nexa
reason.
website?
No, on dark mode's not actually on Nexa website, which is funny,
No.
but I wanted to see what the price of it was. I thought it was up here usually. I don't see it. Like Brave browser
Usually.
got rid of it or something. Because I went back to the home page too and it's not there. It's usually right here. It's like a toggle. I don't know, maybe. Oh wait, hold on. Let me zoom out. Ah, there it is. I had to zoom out. Ah. Okay. I was like, where the hell is it? So
In
confusing.
other words, it's in the hamburger menu on the left, probably. In the little menu icon and next to the logo.
Yep. Well, things are just going crazy right now. Bear with me, fellas. All right. This thing is not cooperating. All right, I'll bring it back up in a minute. Anyways, all right. So I mean, I guess overall, is anybody here mining Nexa? Let me put a poll in the chat real quick. I want to see what you guys think. Do you guys have any questions about Nexa that you want us to try to answer or look up? Let me see. Are you mining Nexa? I would like to know. So let us know in the chat. And if you guys could hit that like button, please. 26 likes, 68 people here. Man.
They allude
No
to
love.
obviously NFTs as well on their network. I don't know of any NFT projects that are currently running on Nexa though. So I'm not sure if the native NFT system is even part of their chain yet or whether it's still in active development.
Gotcha. NFTs, man, like, I don't know. Anytime I get an email about NFTs or just anything about NFTs, I'm just like super skeptical, and I just don't bother. NFTs aren't my thing. They're always scammy. I feel like there's always something scammy, or I just feel like everybody that's in NFTs are gonna lose money at some point,
I mean,
or you're gonna make a shit ton. I mean,
there is a use case for NFTs for certain things,
for
like
sure, yeah,
things to properties and stuff like that. But
right, I agree.
I don't think what we call NFTs right now are the version of the NFT that will end up being a bit more adopted. It's still too early in its infancy, I think, in that regard.
Yeah, like if it goes house deeds or like medical documents or dental records or shit like that, yeah, okay, that use case I could see and it makes sense, right? But like monkey pictures, nah, no, not for me, not for me personally. Man, so Nexa was at
It pumped quite heavy.
4 zeros and a 3, and then right now it's at 5 zeros and a 9. So it's down 1 decimal point, but yeah, it dropped quite a bit.
It's what, over 50% off its all-time high right now, right? What's it down from its all-time high? I think you can, if you scroll down a little bit more, I think it tells you, there you go, 77% down. So I mean, if you got into it now and it went back to its all-time high, that would still be a good yield.
I mean, it's up 48% from its all-time low, so that's could be worse, could be much worse. I'm gonna go max quick. And you know what? Honestly, like Nexa it didn't go, it didn't start up here and just take a shit right off the bat. No. Like I hate coins that do that. They start like way up and then they just dump because it's like the devs just wanted to take money out and that's it.
Well, it's almost like they overshoot the mark where they want the coin to list at. Look at Iron Fetch.
I was just gonna say that
started at $100 because that's where they assumed it would be worth because of the amount of hash rate that was on it.
Simon on here.
And then it took literally a nosedive off the cliff edge 1 day later.
Right.
And you're like, well, that kind of ruined it because I was trying to work out, even at like, the prices I get in the US, I had to have that sit there for around $20 a token to make it profitable. And I could see what was happening. Like they were going to bring it out much higher than that, and therefore everyone would take their profits immediately and it would tank. So I got off of that very quickly.
Mike in the chat said audio NFTs. Actually, you know what? That's a good point. I forgot about that. Audio NFTs. That was kind of like a new topic. Altcoin Daily. New, though. Yeah, Altcoin Daily made a video about NFTs that are, audio files for like music creators and stuff. And it was honestly a good take on the NFT market. And it's nice to, I guess, like, so artists, even though they're friggin' loaded beyond belief, they still only get like 30% of their, it's peanuts compared to what they should get. They get like 30%. Everything else is like record deal and manager and all this bullshit, right? So like the NFTs would open a space for, record labels. I mean, people, musicians, more or less, to
and independent musicians as well.
Exactly.
People that aren't signed to like big digital companies.
Right.
It would give them a method to be able to sell their records as well to companies to use. So yeah, I can see a great benefit again. Like you can slowly see things are moving in the right direction with NFTs because people are starting to think outside the regular. Oh, it's just for art box,
Right.
So that's good.
Yep,
it's very good.
Patrick PvP said Chia ... Yeah. What did it start with? Super high and dump down? Is that why he said Chia?
Well, Chia actually started a little bit sort of mediocre and then went soaring through the roof.
Oh,
that's when all the hard drives and everything price wise went skyrocketing as well.
Interesting.
And then if you look at Chia, it went up and went straight back down.
Yeah, I'll check it out right now.
It is quite impressive.
Mr. Golden Wolf, good morning-ish from Seattle. He says, good morning, sir, or afternoon, early afternoon.
Golden Wolf woke up yesterday, still connected to Discord, and didn't even realize it. He was like, oh, I'm still connected in here? He went off and slept for, God knows how many hours. We were all sitting in there chatting away, and he just suddenly randomly pipes up. So, yeah.
That's hysterical.
God, I love it.
Yeah, you hear the random voices. You know what? I've honestly never fallen asleep in my chair on Discord. There's been so many people that have done it though. what is it?
XP1.
XP1, dude, he was
XP1 is
snoring so
the
hard one night.
most ultimate, right? He was snoring hard.
Him, max
just-
voltage. There's like 3 people that are, and I mean, Golden Wolf, this was the first time, right? So it's those two, XP1 and max voltage, 100% fall asleep all the time. It's so funny. I'm like, Max, you still there? And I could see him still there, and his mic's not muted. He's not talking. I'm like, I know he's like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. All right, so I guess Nex is legit. Nex is we don't see anything wrong with it.
I'm very impressed with the NEXA code base. Very clean.
Awesome. Real quick before we jump into Pigeon, this is the Chia bullshit, as you can see.
There it is.
Medium,
it went straight up.
Holy
straight back
shit! It went up to 1645 all-time high.
Yeah.
Oh my gross! Why? Who the hell likes Chia that much? And now it's 40. It's 30 something bucks, 35 bucks. What?
Yeah,
bro, that's
people
insane.
were spending like 50, 60 grand on setups for hard drives for Chia back when it went peaking. Yeah, it was horrible.
See,
the
these
hard drives were like 4 times the price of normal hard drives they are today. It was crazy. You couldn't buy hard disks in large quantity. You could get small quantity size hard disks.
Right.
You couldn't get anything large. Everyone was buying it for Chia.
Wow. See, like, I feel bad for people that got into this stuff because, like, you know, at least, like, if you're GPU mining, you can at least sell your stuff to gamers, right?
Yep.
Like, hard drives, yeah, you could sell
There's
them, but,
really
like, how many are you going to be able to sell, bro?
Like,
there's no chance. I don't understand it. But, yeah, that I mean, again, nothing against Evergreen. Those Chia miners there, they're great for convenience, right? And if Chia ever pumps again, I mean, hell yeah, those things will be worth it. But, like, it's like you spend $500 on a freaking hard drive and like Raspberry Pi. It makes nothing right now. I mean, if it was up to $1,500 or even $1,000 or whatever, you know, this is insane.
Then it would make your Evergreen actually very worthwhile.
Even if it was $100, I mean, the Evergreen would still be, you know, it'd be 4 times more, you know, worth it is now. So I don't know, or whatever, 3 times, a little more than 3. It's just kind of it's neat. I don't know. All right. Anyways. Let's move on to this is Retro Mike's favorite, Pigeoncoin.
I even had to make sure that just because I wanted to make sure that all of my notes were accurate, I even reached out to Retro Mike to make sure that what I was looking at and what I was talking about was accurate. So
that's awesome. Well,
yeah.
Before we go too far, right? Retro Mike, love him to death. He's a little trolly, but he's smart as shit. All right, so if you guys aren't subbed to Retro Mike, go check out his videos. He actually did a Dynex video that was super neat. He ended up testing. What did he test, Yeti? Do you know what it was called? I don't know the technical terms, but like he
was testing the pure computational power on like some of the hardest computational sets that are out there.
So what was the program he was using? Do you know? I don't know what the hell. He said he was using like the #1
yeah, whatever the #1 I'm sure Retro
processor in the world or something.
But he ran it on, I guess, his own setup, and it never finished.
Right, he said 10.5 hours.
Effectively timed out.
Right.
And considered it not completable on his own setup. Threw it onto Dynex and was finished in 2 seconds.
Insane.
Which
absolutely insane. I'm gonna show the clip. I'm gonna show the clip. So this is from last night on Mr. Hawk Crypto Mining's channel. If you guys haven't, if you're not subbed to Hawk or the Mining King, go check them out. But this, all right. So here it is, right? So just listen to this. I showed this morning too. It was super impressive, and he did like a whole video on it. So I mean, you guys should definitely go check it out. But this is the clip.
I took a few test files of calculations, and I ran them through the current top solver that is deemed the number one in the world, and I ran that same test file through Dynex.
Okay.
And on the smaller test files where there's not a lot of numbers to crunch, they were around the same performance. But on the complex files, I let the one solver run for 10.5 hours. It didn't find a solution. The Dynex one found a solution in 2 seconds.
Okay.
It is
2 seconds. 2 seconds versus 10 and a half hours that never found the solution. It's
That's mind blowing.
insanity to me, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up Retro Mike's channel and I'll put a link in the chat for you guys. But yeah, all right, Yeti. Let's. I'm gonna pull up.
Patrick Murphy's just posted
Oh,
the
thank you.
Retro Mike's Dynex video. Yeah,
I love
blew my
Patrick.
mind when I heard that about what Retro Mike said. Like,
Yeah, it was neat. So like, I mean, everybody's skeptical on Dynex, right? Again, we're going to be talking about Pigeoncoin, but everyone's skeptical about Dynex and like, is it legit? You know, have reservations on it, and I get it. You know, new coins, people that are anonymous, it's red flaggy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's red flaggy. Everybody was worried about it at first, and the only reason I actually looked into Dynex was, to be honest, from DJ Mines. If it wasn't because DJ Mines talked to Sumi, I would have never even thought twice about looking into it. But once I listened to him talk and how educated Sumi was, and he wasn't just some bullshit dev. I get he's the chief architect, I guess, of Dynex. I don't know how many devs there are.
Certainly not just a marketeer, that's for sure. Like,
right. He's not just like, he's not the loco tech guy that's like, hey, we got this hash blade. This is just a piece of paper with a picture on it, but it's coming soon. You know what I mean? He wasn't like that guy. You know what I mean? But like, again, nothing against logo tech, but still, like, if it's legit, it's legit. But you don't come out like that. Like, it's just kind of that's real scammy sounding, right? So Dynex, they had just like a bunch of, I guess, FUD in the space, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Just talking about Dynex and how, you know, it could be this guy or it could be a scam. Again, I don't know. We don't know until we know if it is a scam. But at the end of the day, it's interesting. And it's going to give, in my opinion, Flux a run for its money if they have the same, you know, like the proof of useful work aspect of things, right? Like, I know it needs more, I guess, discovery in the space, just like Flux. Everything needs to do same amount of work, but it's a little different than Flux. It's not that same kind of proof of useful work. It's like a simulation proof of useful work, but you can use your own hardware, and that's kind of where it really piques my interest. I can use the hardware in my Octominer already. I don't have to go buy
the 1x bandwidth speed requirement, like the fact that they don't require you to go spend any more money on any new hardware, very appealing.
Right.
Very
so
appealing.
It's got, you know what I mean? It's got its ups and downs, and I guess I'll take a risk on it, especially for the low watts too. Like, it ain't going to cost me pretty much anything to run this, and I already got them. I mean, it just makes sense. But again, I'm not trying to shill it. I wanted to kind of clear up that everything we found on it was legit. Couldn't find any mistakes, and we're going to keep making sure nothing comes out with viruses. All right, so let's see. They do two different things. No comparison. That's not true, Hawk. They do two different things. Yes, it's two different things in a sense. It's simulation versus proof of useful work, but it's still proof of useful work in a way.
Yeah. Even rendering would technically be classified as proof of useful work.
Again, it's nothing against either project. I love them both. Flux is amazing. Dynex, as far as I know, as of right now, it's amazing. Until it comes out to be something it is, then, you know, or it isn't right now, then I can't really say anything about it. All right. Getting off the topic. Retro Mike loves Pigeon. He has a very good Dynex video. Go watch it. We're going to talk about this. All right. Let's see. Pigeoncoin. Talk to me, Eddie. What do we got? I don't even know what this coin is until I went to the website.
Slightly impressed by the fact that this actually came back completely clean, right? And I was doing this while I was talking with Retro Mike at the time. So the fact that literally it came back zero, there's apparently a new dev that has recently been helping out. That could play a big, huge part to it. They're starting to push on with the applications that Pigeoncoin was originally intended for. So for those who don't know, Pigeoncoin, actually on their website, they say it, they were attempting to write effectively a decentralized version of WhatsApp. It's
really?
the easiest way to describe it. Yeah, a decentralized version of WhatsApp.
So look at this, right? So this is the first time I went to the website.
There you go, Pigeon Communicator.
I was like, is this the right thing? I sent it to you. I was like, is this the right website? Because I saw the logo and I'm like, it's got to be. But I didn't know that it was. It's funny because like back in the day, you know, they used to tie pigeon like notes to pigeons' feet, and like it's just funny that this is a messenger thing. I never even knew that. I thought it was just a total shitcoin and just a joke. I didn't know it really had a a thing, kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like, I guess, Twitter, right? Pigeon is copying Twitter. Someone said, I don't know, is that kind of what it would be, I guess, or what they were kind of gearing towards?
It's a good question. I don't know whether they were going to go full on like social media site like Twitter, or whether it was going to be like private messaging, like WhatsApp, for example, where you would best analogy would be like Harry Potter sending an owl.
Look at this
right?
Pigeonpedia.
Yeah, Pigeonpedia. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that's so funny.
Pigeonpedia.
That's so funny.
So
I've never clicked
they
anywhere in
haven't
this.
quite
So
got the app built yet. They're pretty close, according to Mike. He was showing me some information around the application. They've also got another program. If you scroll down a little bit more, there's a second program that they want to actually release as well,
on
which
this,
is called Pigeon Introduction.
oh, right here.
And think of it like you know, when you go on websites, you get like a chat bot that pops up in the corner and says, "How can I help you?" And it's like, you
Super
know, you
annoying. You go to you click on a link and then it comes back up again. And you have to put it down.
Just gives you a ping to their knowledge base, or
right.
in Pigeon's case, their Pigeonpedia, right? So I believe that's what Pigeon Introduction is for.
So
is
funny.
like a two-way communication thing for sales, which again could come in handy because there's high anonymity that goes with it, so they can have people talk around it and everything. Yeah, it's a different project. It's more than I was expecting it to be. It's more fleshed out than I was ever expecting it to be. Especially, you know, given that me and Mike have trolled each other over Pigeoncoin for the last, you know, good couple of months.
Yeah, it's been months. I think he's been trolling all of us about Pigeoncoin.
Yeah.
Real quick, Hawk, thank you for the $5 super chat. He said, according to Jeff Key, Dynex and Flux, two different things. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, I mean, I get where Jeff Key's coming from, but to like average Joe, it's close, right? That's at least my opinion. Just like thinking about it, right? The way you think a proof of use will work, and I guess the term's probably pushed around too much, but all right, back on topic. Yeah, so Pigeoncoin, just I didn't know it was a messenger thing. I think it's kind of neat that it is. Let me go back to your stream quick. All right, so this is the wallet, I guess. Is it a core wallet type deal?
So this is a core wallet.
Okay.
It's actually noticeably more refined than most core wallets that we ever see. We also, you'll probably notice something called private send. Now, I had to go and double check up this with Mike. And basically, it's a way of very similar to segmented witness.
Sorry, where are you? Where is that? What are you saying?
So here, this start mixing.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I thought it said
private send. Can you not see this?
It's really small on my screen, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's fine. I just couldn't read it.
So basically, what this allows you to do is, you know, it sends parts of a payment to like the nodes, and then they reconstitute it node side. So as Mike, actually, let me load up what Mike actually explained, because Mike was actually explaining it to me, like how the mixing works from that sense.
I just clicked on data node. So run Pigeoncoin data node. Why data nodes? Says data nodes are the backbone of the Pigeon messaging infrastructure. They store, deliver, and delete encrypted messages and images. Secure the network. Data is stored on multiple nodes across the whole internet to guarantee speed and safety of your encrypted data. Earn Pigeon data node maintainers are rewarded with message sending fees and part of each new block reward in rotary scheme. Interesting. Okay.
So as Mike put it, so for so it splits the inputs into new inputs and uses the master nodes to handle the mixing in a multi-step process.
That must be what this means.
I would guess so, yeah, in the rotary style.
Okay. Huh. All right. Interesting. So that's
Mike, the mixing is all done node side. It's not done in your wallet effectively.
So why would you click start mixing? Why Why would you do that as a person? I guess
Well, that's
it's
a good
weird to me. I'm
question.
sorry.
I guess it's for high anonymity. So if you want to obfuscate or mask is the better term
Yeah.
I should probably use, mask your transaction, you can effectively send it because of how fast their block time is. By the time you mix it, you might have a chunk of that input in one block. Another chunk could be 3 blocks further on. It would make it very difficult to try and track what that is, and then it mixes it together and then sends it to the end address.
Okay. All right.
So very interesting and very different. I believe he said that it's a better version of Tornado Cash. And
oh wow,
then
that's kind of cool. Okay,
then I had to go remember because obviously it's been a while. But Tornado Cash is old.
Yeah,
that's going back
Tornado Cash is more or less they can mix up like anything though, right? Like any crypto. Is that how that works, or what is it? How does it work? Do you know? I can go to the site.
I don't know about now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that you could send them a whole load of stuff and then they would send it in one payment out.
Yeah, I thought it was like to just more or less clean up your shit. I know they stopped. I think didn't they halt it or something.
Mad Electron says the only issue with PGN is that there's no working block explorer that's easy to find. Correct. I had a similar problem.
So this is Tornado Cash. So
yeah,
these are the networks you can exchange things on. So more or less, you just input funds, it mixes it up and sends it back to you. So you can't like catch on to where it is. So like,
yeah, so
I don't advocate doing this, by the way. This is not. I don't know. Pay your taxes, people. All right. But just in general, this is one of those things that's kind of like skirt around trying to find out where your shit is. So like, if you're swapping wallet to wallet or whatever, I don't know. Each his own. Do what you want. But this is Tornado Cash, as far as I know. New version, Tornado Cash Nova. No idea what that is. Anyways, all right. Let's get back to Yeti's notes here. So the wallets, that's kind of neat though. And so it just mixes up the Pigeon, and does whatever. Okay.
Yeah, and obviously they've spent a little bit of time actually dealing with the interface itself. I mean, it's nice and clean, and everything's nice and easy to read and understand what it all is. And the nice thing is that it's all very open to see what's what, how many peers. This is the bit that blew my mind. Right now, normally when we open these sort of boxes, right, in the debug window, you'll see maybe 3 or 4 nodes that are running, right? Look how many nodes are running on Pigeoncoin.
Question. Is that bad? Is that those IP addresses?
Yeah, they're nodes. They're public.
Like that 77 one right there. 177. Yep.
Yep.
Couldn't you backdoor into someone's network like that? Not trying to be a dick, but like, what the hell?
If there was an exploitative hole in the port, yes, but I very much doubt that.
Really? Okay. Isn't that like a real IP though? That's not like your local IP.
Yeah, that's actually somebody's IP.
Yeah, that's like a real IP. That's why I'm like, wait a minute, that's kind of sketchy. I know there's issues with nodes like that around though. If people don't understand, you gotta set it up properly.
You've got to understand that if you're going to run a node, whatever your IP is that's running on that. So that even includes a Flux node, for example, right?
Right.
Your IP is completely public and open to the world if you turn around and put a Flux node on your network.
So like, is there a way to hide that though? Like, can you?
Not unless you're using like what we did for Terra hosting, which is run it through a VPN tunnel to a dedicated IP range.
Now, is that something that's super sophisticated?
The IP of the node.
Now, is that super sophisticated, or is that something that like Joe Schmo that watches the channel could learn how to do it
to get it working correctly?
Interesting. All right.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that stuff. Gotcha.
I wouldn't say it's an easy prospect to do.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can, of course, use a VPN service if you're just wanting to run a node for a wallet service, right? So say you wanted to run a core wallet with the full node then you could just use a normal VPN and it would be fine. It's more like flux nodes and stuff like that. Unless you're doing dedicated IP addressing, VPN won't work.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that's why we had to bind when we did Terra hosting one. Basically, we had to get a separate range of IPs to bind them to. So it was one connection for one IP. It's the only way to do it.
Gotcha. Interesting. All right. Yeah, no, I was just asking for me because I had no idea. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Hit that like button. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. All right, let's see. So to continue, go ahead, Yeti. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, like I say, I'm pretty impressed by the number that are contributing to the network. That's something that, you know, is very unusual to see on smaller projects. This many nodes being run.
Right.
Like normally you see 3 or 4, if you're lucky.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Absolutely.
So it shows that there's a network behind it who actually, you know, cares about the tokenomics, which is, you know, great. It's been around a while, but it's never really sort of garnered any sort of exposure, as it were. Probably because of its name, to be quite honest. Like, but when you start understanding what they're trying to do with the app, do you get what I mean? Like,
yeah. Sorry, I was reading the chat. No, I got you. Yeah, it makes sense. It's I mean, yeah, it could have a lot to do with the name, why it hasn't really gotten anywhere.
But when you actually understand the project, it makes sense why they called it Pigeon.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
because it's to do with messaging.
Yeah, Twitter. I mean, yeah, you honestly, again, like I said, I didn't even know it was a real use case coin. I thought it was just a total Doge coin.
I thought genuinely that when I started looking into Pigeoncoin, I thought, oh, here we go. I'm going to have the best week ever because I'm going to be able to spend half an hour completely trolling Retro Mike. And it's turned out that it's actually not a bad little project.
And he's like trolling us with like an actual decent shitcoin, right? Because it's really not. I mean, I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it, to be honest. But if we look, so Pigeoncoin, right? I mean, it's just as many zeros back as NEXA. It's just a 1 instead of a 9. It's down 60% right now.
Down today. So I guess that Retro Mike sold off some Pigeoncoin today,
right?
Because the price has tanked.
So the thing I like to see on it, it's actually came out to what? So 0.2 of a penny, more or less, where it opened, right? April 2018. And then more or less a shit, but every bull run, it's always
gone up again.
To pop. So Retro Mike might be on to something. I don't like to admit when he's right.
The only downside is the trade volume is very low.
Yes. Well, I mean, again,
the only
considering
downside.
Nobody really.
I guess that comes down to most people.
I would say the name. I would say the name again, 100%, because like. Unless you've went to this homepage, again, this is the first time today I went to it and I looked to see if they had a website. I was like, wait a minute, this is the right one. And I sent it to you because I was confused. I didn't realize it was a legit thing. And that's the problem. I mean, it says get app soon. I mean, they're coming out with an app for it. Like it's pretty neat, actually.
It's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I mean, and it's cheap. So you know, this could be one of the coins that you make some dough off of, and you didn't even realize.
Just a random one. Like I'm just like, really? I genuinely thought I was going to have a 30-minute troll of Retro Mike, but it turned out, unfortunately, not.
Right.
I mean, I even suggested that we named the show today, didn't I? The roast of Retro Mike.
The only reason I didn't, I told Yeti, I was like, because I was like, it's unfortunately it's not clickable. So that's why I didn't do it. I was like, I just want to have it like, you know, NEXA and Pigeoncoin. All right. So I guess is there anything else in your notes that you want to go over?
So the only obviously the bit that's quite different is that they run an X21S algorithm. So the S stands for shuffle. So the way that they do it is it's X21. But instead of using the standard number set, they actually take a longer number set and shuffle it. So it becomes even more obfuscated and apparently even more complicated to crack. So that's something to consider. The only thing that obviously their white paper is immensely out of date. because they're using in their white paper. They allude to X16S, which
Okay.
is again shuffle.
So
But the
they're relatively
algorithm is now
secure, though.
X21S.
So they're relatively secure, though, right? For what they are.
X21S looks very secure, like really secure.
So neat.
Which is, you know, given that they want to get into, you know, direct messaging and encryption layers that are going to have to be done on that, that is probably the most appropriate. And the private send and insta send, that with that mixing, is all from what I believe it was as I put on the notes. I believe it came from Dash. The idea of mixing.
Okay.
It was a Dash process. So again, they're looking at what's good from others that could potentially work for them and their product line being a communication app. And yeah, I think, you know, it's good.
I'm putting a new
Panda
poll in the
said,
chat.
I think he is trolling us right now about Pigeoncoin. I'm all for it. I'm actually surprised, Panda. Like I was thinking it was just one of those, you know, BS meme coins that we've been seeing all around, but actually it's completely the opposite.
I straight up thought it was just the Dogecoin. I didn't think it was anything actually useful. So I just put a poll in the chat. I said, have you or are you mining Pigeon? Yes, no, I have previously. So just let me know in the chat. I forgot to take off the NEXA one. And actually for NEXA, are you mining NEXA? 71% said no, 28% said yes, 113 votes. Interesting, because a lot of people were on NEXA actually a couple months ago. Like that was like, I mean, I guess because it was most profitable.
One of the most profitable to mine for a couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure.
Right. Yeah, it was crazy. Alex asked, does Dynex have a mobile wallet or any bigger exchanges?
I believe that they've just announced L Bank.
What is that? Is that an exchange?
I believe that's a European exchange, L Bank.
Okay.
So, let me have a look.
All right, so we're switching over to. There was nothing else in your notes for Pigeon, right? Just before we.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. So Pigeon
and
seems
I've already
legit.
posted it on the website. So if anyone wants to have a read of my notes, there, all the notes will, for anyone that we do, will always be posted on the web.
If you could actually throw that in the live chat when you get a second, the link to the website. But right here, so this is Dynex up 6% today. Let me see. So they have. Yeah, L Bank. Yeah, L Bank. It's listed. Okay. L Bank, TXBit, Trade Ogre. I mean, Trade Ogre I heard is pretty good. I've never used it. TXBit, I'm not sure about.
I've used Trade Ogre.
Okay. What about TXBit?
It's okay. Never used TXBit myself.
Okay. I don't even know if TXBit is allowed in my area, my IP. Just like the US. Trade Ogre, I think I can. I think it's KYC if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong on that. I'm not sure. But I mean, that's some pretty decent exchanges. I can check to see if there's any. Are you showing something on your screen? Do you want me to bring anything up?
No.
Oh,
I was just, right. I'd got on the mining pool stats to see what exchanges it was listed on.
Just
so you
making sure.
Yeah, like I say, the trade volume in Dynex is not great at the moment, but it's slowly getting better. L Bank has probably the most trade volume. Wow, actually, it's like 100 grand more.
Where is the? So he was asking about the wallet. So like I know like the web wallet sucks for Dynex. They tell you not to use it. I don't know if it still sucks, but they said that
they're
before.
slow. I believe they've got a new version of it out. They're just doing final test runs. That's going to be available on their new website when they roll it out, I believe.
Okay. Also, what was it? The core wallet. It's a little different than like a normal core wallet. It's kind of weird. It like throws up different kind of antivirus like pings. Like it pings it, like it scares the shit out of you. It seems like a virus because it's like it's not like any other core wallet. It gives you a weird warning. It did it on my laptop too when I had when I plugged in the SSD to make sure it worked.
Smart Screen will catch it because it's a bit similar to the Radiant Networks wallet, where it's got internal mechanisms to connect to Tor. And because it's got connections to Tor, immediately it'll be flagged by an antivirus. 100% it'll be antivirus flagged, but it's just effectively a false positive.
Tor is part of the dark web stuff, so that's why it makes, makes sense. Okay. It's called the
RC
Tor network,
says,
right?
I thought Pigeon was a dead coin. Is their GitHub still active? RC, yes. They've got a new dev that seems to be... I've actually put that in my notes. The GitHubs are slowly being updated. So that's, again, fantastic.
It's kind of nuts to think about, to be honest.
I know. Crazy to think that, something called Pigeon is actually, a possibility.
Right. So this is the website that Yeti and Joker Miner put in the chat. I'm gonna pin it actually at the top if you guys are interested.
And all your changes you asked for recently, Chump, are all there. Look.
Yeah, I love it. I love this. It's perfect. So like any coin that we went through and went over, there's gonna be a section on the left where it's got my YouTube channel for the videos. I'm actually, Yeti, I'll make a playlist of Deep Dive Wednesdays and I'll put them all in that playlist. Then maybe you could just link that if it's easier.
Yeah, and we can list it on the playlist. Yeah,
that way you don't have to like link it every time.
If you click any of those links at the top, by the way, they now actually take you to the appropriate part. So if you click, say, ones with that are past, so that's all of them. If you click past, it will filter it down for you.
That's cool. So issues with Game Pass and Clore a little bit, but I mean, honestly, like we haven't got any like red flag issues, like not yet. So we've had prior there was that Kaka one or whatever, that was a virus issue that coin kind of disappeared. I don't even, is it still around? Do you even know?
I think it's still around.
Weird. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so I don't know much about that. Maybe we could dive into that just to get one red flag one in here if it has it still.
Although I think that they've actually patched those vulnerabilities out now.
Right.
Because literally as soon as I turned up and had a word with the dev, 4 hours later there was a new version released. So
right. Well, I mean,
I'm hoping that it was a bit of pressure from everyone in the community saying there's something wrong and for them to make the change.
Right. Also, Chadwick said that Trade Ogre is great. Detroit Irish also said he uses TXBit. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
That's good. Okay.
I guess that's Jose Santiago. He says you have to do Novo and Kyler Coin next. Now, Novo doesn't currently have a core wallet, unfortunately.
What do they use?
I'd love to deep dive Novo. They've got a mobile wallet, unfortunately, and I don't have the tech expertise to deep dive Android and iOS apps. However, I am working on some possibility to do that down the road. Kyler Coin, however, Kyler Coin has a QT wallet and a couple of wallets, actually, different choices. So I'd definitely look into potentially Kyler Coin.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what Kyler Coin is, it's like actually I don't even know.
That's
what
really weird tokenomics.
Does really? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't know exactly what it
tokenomics.
Does. But I know it has 21,000 coins only. Each block is 0.005 block reward. I remember that. And there's only like 3,090 coins out in the world right now. So it's kind of neat. Yeah, it's really neat. But I'd like to see a little bit more about that. That'd be kind of cool. But overall, I mean, again, we're just doing this to make sure everybody's safe. We're not going to download viruses. What are these coins? It's just kind of something that's nice for people to come to and just reference. If you're looking into a coin, at least someone's talked about it. Because I feel like, like Pigeoncoin, nobody talks about. Like, and just like I want to start ripping also coins out of that that brand new proof of work coin list, because that's where we're going to see a lot of the viruses.
Cryonic coin and posted up the results on the site, and the team at Cryonic have actually got back to me and gave me a nudge this morning saying that there's a new version out, so I need to go and redo it again.
Did we do this on the site? Yeah, I mean, on a live?
We did.
You did this on your own, right?
Touch on it when we did Radiant.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay.
So, but yeah, this was brand new out. When I did the audit on this, it had only been out for 4 days.
Right. Well, I like the fact that also, like anything that's on the site that we have up is, you know, it's safe to click on. So that's
Yep.
a big thing, I guess. You know, if you need to actually,
And
do you
there's
have a spot
also,
where you could download the wallets?
if you look underneath where that jump list of the version number is, it
Oh,
tells you what algorithm it's running, what wallet it is, the
Oh, right
GitHub
here.
link,
Yeah.
the analysis video by me and Chump.
Oh shit, you
So,
can actually click on the link.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah,
If you
that's
click
cool.
the
as hell.
analysis video, it'll load straight up to YouTube.
Oh, what the hell?
I do
That's
need
so
to
cool.
tweak that slightly because the wording's a bit jumbled up where obviously your name's a bit long. So
Oh
I'll
yeah,
have to
yeah, that's fine,
tweak
dude.
that.
No worries. I think that's cool though, but like this actually simplifies people's lives so they can get the correct link to the wallet. You just click on that and it's like boom.
Yep, takes you to the exact version of what the one that I referenced. So if there's a new version out, you know what version I've tested and what we've also planned on doing. And I've explained this to you, Chump, is that probably maybe not off. This will probably be more off camera, but as soon as a new version comes out, we'll rerun all the tests and we'll put an update to that wallet inside of the system. So you'll actually be able to use the jump list. So you see where it says version 1.19.1.0, you can actually see any other audits for that coin and different versions.
Nice. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super. It's designed to be super easy to navigate, and I've had a few people give us ideas on how to make it even easier to navigate, like we talked about yesterday.
Yeah.
So I've implemented those changes, and you'll get, if there's any notes to do with what's happened, why the issue, why it's got issues, I will also note why it's got issues.
I like that. That's really neat right here. And guys, also, if anybody's interested, you don't have to, obviously, but anything's appreciated. This is Yeti's donation section, so feel free.
A couple of people have sent some donations, so from me, thank you very much. Like, I never started this to make money at all.
Right.
I do this to help out the community.
Trying to keep people safe. That's all.
Since day one, I've ever done this is it's all about making sure that people are safe.
That's so cool, man. This site's crazy. I still can't believe you can do this in like 10 seconds. Nuts. I know, not 10 seconds, but you know what I mean. Like, just blows my mind. I would never be able to do it.
2 weeks. 2 weeks to build that to that state. So it's pretty good. And then we've also got Dan Ruggs has kindly offered to curate a list on the website, the official rug list. I believe Panda's even made the list.
Oh boy.
Dan sent me a list of all the rugs today, and yeah, Panda made the list today.
The rug list right here.
If you give me 2 seconds, I'll actually post it.
This list is managed and maintained by Dan Ruggs from Misfit Mining Discord. Wait, so what exactly is this?
Oh, 1 sec, you'll see.
Oh,
I'm just about to actually, because I've just finished this. What people were probably hearing in the background is me typing away, getting the data set imported. So
yeah, do what you gotta do, man. Take your time.
What Dan has done is, and he's going to continue to do with Agreed, is that he's going to curate this list of. So if you refresh the list, you should now see the rug list.
Okay, let me pull this up.
And so there's a couple of things that I still got to patch out.
Full rug.
It's not quite there yet, but you'll see a red panda one. And
is that real?
Oh no! It's an absolute troll.
Oh, okay.
It's an absolute troll. Because look at the algorithm and look at the tokenomics.
McDonald's
algorithm. It's a McD algorithm with using nugs as its thing. Oh,
that's funny. That's funny.
I just saw that. And I thought I've got to put that on there. Just even if it only lasts 1 day, that's just hilarious.
Right. It's so funny. That's great.
Absolutely funny.
I like how you got pink chain. That's legit. FTX token. We all know.
This will be a list of everything that's either a partial rug. In other words, it's been rugged, but it's still going on because the community supports it rather than the development and the ownership.
Right.
Or it's like a full rug, like Pink Chain was, where they just disappeared off and said, "See you later." But yeah, that Nugs had me creasing up,
That's so
absolutely
funny.
creasing up.
That's so funny. Love it.
But
Absolutely
yeah,
love it.
we're gonna get Dan to really sit down and make sure that obviously that it's all kept up to date, so that if there is anything that's been rugged, then we can obviously give people clear knowledge of what it is.
Yeah, that's that labyrinth coin, right? Was this like, all right, so what was the deal with this again? Was this a scam or a virus or
I remember
just
King doing a video on it, and then he had to do a follow-up video because something happened between him releasing the video and then like a couple of days later something else happened with it.
I don't even know what the coin was, to be honest, but yeah, he made a video about like mining it, I think, or something, and then like he felt like it was the right thing to do to make a new one and come out and like let people know. But like I know that's made him super cautious on making like videos on new coins now.
100%.
And it's that's obviously, you know, I mean, that was no fault of his own. He didn't know. Like, you don't know. Nobody knows until you know if it's a scam or not. So it's whatever. But yeah, I just didn't know if you knew if it was a virus or if it was just a rug. They just pulled it out.
I think it was just a rug. I think it was just full on rug.
Went to zero.
That they just took their money and went. So,
which
is always awful in my view, because people who put their time and effort in to make that network start up, they're the ones that take the biggest risk, and they're the ones that always get, you know, the biggest shaft.
Right.
Unfortunately.
For sure. Ted said the wallet was able to steal other coins. That sounds.
So it was another cow.
I was gonna say it sounds like
another cow. It was probably using the same build that cow used.
I wonder if it was related. If it was like a dev from there that helped.
That's a possibility.
Because if is it cow? Is that you supposed to say it, or cow? I don't know. It's KAW, right?
KAW.
It's the wallet. The way it worked is if you downloaded it onto your PC or wherever you had other core wallets, it would rip, like it could steal the seed phrases out of those core wallets, or maybe the .dat file, I don't know, from that core wallet, and just, you know, it would all be exposed. So yeah. Let's see. Retro Mike, thanks for $5 super chat. He said, I submitted a hardware wallet audit request on behalf of Chump Change.
Yeah,
what did he say?
Right. I've just unlocked it. So if you go into suggestions, yeah, it's Ledger.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's Ledger. So if you go into suggestions, you'll see it on the left, on the right hand side. You'll see there's 2 for hardware and 1 for software. And I cannot believe I'm even going to be looking into Pepe Pal.
What is that? What is Game
It's
Wallet?
a brand new proof of work coin.
Oh shit! This is from UK Miners Club, ain't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the Game Wallet. Me and Retro Mike actually saw that the moment it was actually announced, and I knew that Retro Mike would be the first to give me a ping about it because it's Game Boy,
right?
For obvious reasons. So
if you guys don't know, go look at Mr. Retro Mike's channel. He's got like games galore behind him.
Your wife's just sent in a super chat, by the way.
Listen, stop paying YouTube. I love you to death.
No. I agree. I actually agree. Congratulations on your 35K, by the way.
Thank you. I just hit it today. So thank you so much, Miss Pocket Change. She said, I can't type in $35 on mobile, but congrats on reaching 35K subscribers. Road to 50K. Never ceases to amaze me how much you grind every day. Proud of you and the community you have built for everyone to hang out. I appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Pocket Change.
Yeah.
I would be nowhere without her. Let's be real. Yeah, she's awesome. Appreciate you. All right. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, proud wife. Awesome.
So is there anything people would like to be deep dived for next week? Let's open it up to everyone else instead, because obviously we had a bit of a list to start with, but you know, we want to obviously open it up to you guys to make sure that we're doing relevant ones as well as, you know, previous ones that have been out for a while.
Right.
So if you guys have got any suggestions, please let us know. I think we've already had one suggestion for Pepe Pal, which is from Z06. I believe that was on behalf of Rabbit's video. I think he mentioned that he would get me to want to have a look at it. So I guess I'm looking
wallet?
at Pepe Pal.
Or is it?
Yeah. So
okay, go ahead.
It's a software. It's a Qt wallet.
Okay. Weird.
It's a proof of work coin. You can mine it on Hive OS. So,
Man,
but and the thing is, it actually uses meme hash as an algorithm. That actually created
that's
a
a thing.
meme hash algorithm.
What?
I think it's just ETH hash renamed, but it's what? Like, are we in the year of the meme or something? Is that what it is?
Oh, hold on. This
It
is it.
sounds
It's
like we're
brand
in the
new.
year of the meme.
We're gonna have to do it right. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this next
Yeah, look,
week.
meme hash.
Let's do it next week because it's up top. So like,
Ugh.
this is what I want to rip through these because I want to make sure these aren't viruses because like that's like the
absolutely
biggest thing to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, we can look at any of the ones that I think
Society.
we should always do one of the new ones.
Go.
Yeah, F Society. I was
Coin.
looking at that Gope. Is it Gope?
You know, why don't you run this one, and if it's like short lived and there's nothing wrong with it, then just go to the next one, and maybe we could do two of these and then like Kyla coin or something. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know Ceiling Cat coin somebody wanted to look at.
Yes, it's on. So we've got a few that we've got listed at the moment now. Obviously, a lot of the ETH hash ones use MetaMask, and that's a dicey problem to get into digging around in.
MetaMask
I know that MetaMask has its own set of problems already to deal with without probably me putting a load more on them.
Right. Right.
I know that they're forever having issues with problems of people bypassing stuff on MetaMask. Why I won't use MetaMask. I just won't at all.
Yeah, no, MetaMask it's super risky. I mean, there was somebody in the community that messaged me and let me know that he lost like freaking 8 ETH, man. Like that's so much money.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, from MetaMask because he thought like he didn't know it was linked. Somehow it got linked with everything, and
I don't.
Yeah,
the way that you can literally give access to a contract to all your other tokenomics, right? And then once they've got access to that, they just shift your tokens away without you even knowing.
You're effed. 100%. Yeah.
Like smart contracts are good, but they can also be terrible if you just click randomly and don't know what you're doing.
Right.
So, me personally, I stay away from MetaMask.
Right. Personally. Same. Game Pass.
Coinology just asked if we'd done Game Pass.
Yep.
And we did that already.
So in the pinned, there's a website. This is it. It'll bring you to the homepage. Game Pass is right here, so you can look through it and kind of check it out. It's more or less an Yoxa ripoff. That's pretty much what it is.
Pretty much.
But yeah, we went through it. Nothing's really bad. It just says like the status here, issues, right? Has reference code in a Qt logging INI file. Yeah. As always, please be careful using this wallet, VM, or safe environment advised. So I don't. What's the extent of the Qt login?
So Qt login.ini allows you to basically tell the Qt wallet to log specific lines out of the synchronization process or everything.
Okay.
Qt login is obviously part of the Qt wallet. It's got to be able to log it to be able to determine what it's doing, right? But there's an override set up in there that allows you to tell it more. And that's the bit that I was a bit concerned with, is that there shouldn't be a reference to that. That should be for debugging purposes only. Full stop. It's just more than likely a coder has just not tagged out a line of code that turns it on or off. But it shouldn't be there in the first place. That's for debugging purposes only, and that's all it should be for. Yeah, I mean, which is why it didn't fail, because fundamentally there is no viruses in there. But with anything that can log your private data, that has to be an issue.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Good point.
So, oh, actually, that's a very good question that Joker might have put up. Maybe not the whole question, but the related question of the 4060 Ti. What's your thoughts on it?
I don't even know what it does. I haven't seen any videos on it. Does anybody have it?
I think Rondi was looking at potentially picking up one, so maybe worth hooking up with him. And
so I don't know if Rondi got one or not. I don't know if he has one, but I know Joker Miner's got one.
I think he was going to go and get one. Oh, look,
Huh.
Joker Miner just bought one.
Yeah, so
There you
he reached out to me. He told me he bought one, so I'm gonna do a video with Joker Miner, or
Yep.
I'm gonna borrow his machine again. Myself and Rondi, I'm sure, will overclock it and do like kind of like the 4070 video we did.
Yeah.
And just you know what I mean, rip through the overclocks, kind of give you everything we got. The only thing I know about it is it's really small. I haven't seen any hash rates or anything on it. Dizzy Man
Wow,
usually is the
Retro
first one.
Mike.
Retro Mike, man, dude, thank you so much.
Damn.
You didn't have to do that, man. Dude, you're crazy. Thank you so much. $50 super chat. Happy 35K. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Man, I thought you didn't like me.
Serve it, man. You've worked hard. Worked hard.
Appreciate you, buddy.
35K.
Thank you. It's a grind every day, man. It's a grind.
Yep.
But again, I like doing it, so it's one of those things, you know? Continue to do what you like to do. And then it's not working at the end of the day, right? All right. So I guess that's pretty much it, though. Yeti, you're awesome. Thank you so much for doing this with us, obviously.
That's all right. I enjoy doing it. And like I say, if you've got any suggestions on, you know, ideas for the website, please feel free to drop me a DM. I'm happy to listen to ideas. Zapirate recently and Chump, they've all been giving me ideas, and we've implemented them pretty much over the last day or two to get everything right for today. And yeah, I think we're almost there. I just think that if there's anything you guys feel that needs to be on there, you want some more information listed, I'm more than happy to add more data to that if you feel that it's not enough and you want some more data behind it. You know, I'm more than happy to put that in.
Awesome. All right. Well, guys, we're out of here. Have a good day. Hopefully everything goes well. Actually, did I miss something? I feel like I did. Techman Ty, did I say thank you for the $5 super chat? I don't know if I did. He said, thank you for all you do. Lipstick fund. I don't know what that means. I think I saw Yankee say something about lipstick up top, but I don't know what that means, so I apologize. And I sorry that I didn't say thank you sooner. But anyways, yeah, send me a message. Let me know what the hell that even means. And clip it if you can so I can see what the hell Yankee said. All right. Love you all. Catch you guys soon. Have a good day. Again, happy Wednesday. We will see you guys again bright and early tomorrow morning, or I will, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, peace out.